Hey, happy Mindful Monday. Hope you all had the most phenomenal week. It is 71 degrees here in New York. I'm up in Westchester County and I am loving it. Spring is in the air. And yes, I've been like this all day. Guys, so excited to come on here. Last week, we talked about the narrative we have in our head, right? Being mindful about how we talk to ourselves, about ourselves. We do a lot of self-sabotaging behaviors, such as when someone gives you a compliment, you sometimes say, oh, no, this, or you say, oh, no, I don't look like that, or, oh, thank you, but I should have done this. And what we're doing is we're devaluing first of all, we're valuing the other person's compliment to ourselves, but we're also devaluing ourselves to ourselves, right? What a terrible thing. And yet we do it. I do it too. We make excuses of why it couldn't be positive, right? And I don't know why we do it, but I've asked us to be more mindful about the narrative that we have in our head and be kinder to ourselves and be fully present when we're having this conversation about, is this helping me or am I just doing that behavior? And I think when we're present and we're thinking about it, it's much easier to decipher the type of storytelling we're doing to ourselves. What I loved and what meant so much to me was the feedback I got from you guys. So much incredible feedback. Some of you said it was your favorite Mindful Monday yet. Thank you. First of all, thank you for tuning in and being a part of this with me. It does mean the world to me. And as you know, I do read all the comments and the DMs and the texts that my friends say to me. So thank you. It means a lot. And I think it's incredible that we're on this together and we're having these conversations. And even if it's just a gentle reminder to be kind to yourself, then this is a success. So today I thought we'd turn the lens a little bit. And instead of talking about the impact our narrative has on ourselves, let's talk about the impact it might have on someone else. So often when we have conversations, and I'll tell you on social media, this is a big one, we forget that there's somebody on the other side of it, right? So if you're making a negative comment, first I question why. Is it helpful to what they're posting, or are you just being negative for the sake of negative? Now, I don't think anybody on this channel does that, to be honest. This is the most supportive group I've ever been a part of, which is thank you and amazing. But let's be honest, we see it a lot. I have young adults. I have a teenager right now. I can't believe it. I have a 20-year-old too. My son turned 20 yesterday. Shout out to Jacob. But I've seen such incredible negativity and sometimes hatred and bullying that I see on social media to my daughter, etc. And I think we need to think about how we say things and teach the people who we care about also the impact on it. And also, let's talk about when we're sending emails, text, and like I said in social media, so much tone is lost when things are written and you're not having a conversation. So sometimes when we're trying to have a delicate conversation, pick up the phone. Tone isn't necessarily lost, or do it face-to-face. That dialogue, that face-to-face and verbal communication has been lost since we started texting. And as a result, I really do think it has an impact on ourselves and how we feel when we receive things. And in the absence of information, we tend to make things up. So if you don't know the tone that it's being sent, right, you tend to make up a tone in your head that might be completely wrong. Now, that's on us not to check it, but also as the senders of some of these, realize that you might be a part of that. So be mindful, be present when you're sending messages and talking to others about the tone that is so often lost. Also, the impact, don't forget, we all bring our past into our present, meaning our past experiences make up so much of who we are today and how we feel in a present moment. And so you don't know everything that has been in somebody else's past that they might be bringing and what could be triggering them. So be mindful. That's all I'm asking. I'm not, like I said, I'm not looking for you to candy coat things. I'm just asking you to be mindful of things that you say when you're saying it to other people. We often don't think about that until it's too late. A quick little note, and I was debating on whether or not I was going to even talk about it on Mindful Monday, but I'm going to go for it here because I think it is relevant to right now. And again, I want to put out here that I am not saying I'm one side or the other. I just want to put it out there because I think it's very relevant about the things that we say and how it can impact others and how they feel about themselves. Coronavirus. there aren't any real big answers right now, and we're left with a lot of questions. How you react and how you set to protect yourselves and your loved ones is a very personal matter. There is no wrong or right. The wrong goes when somebody else tells you how you should be, or you're made to feel bad about your position on it. And again, that is why I'm saying, when it comes to politics, religion, things like that, be mindful of the audience and be mindful of who you're talking to. Right now, there's so many more questions, and you never know what somebody's going through. You don't know if they have a health issue, and potentially being in contact with something like this could be very harmful, if not potentially, deathly to them or someone in their life, a loved one. You don't know if there's a family member at home who, is suppressed immune system or is, dealing with something, and something like the coronavirus could be really, really harmful to them. So again, as people are going through this and trying to become prepared, as we learn more information, be careful and realize who your audience is. I know nobody ever wants to harm somebody or make someone feel worse about themselves or how they're handling it. I know I too want to be very careful about how I'm saying it as somebody in an organization, and making sure that everybody in my company feels very comfortable and knows that we support them no matter where they stand on how they need to take care of themselves when there's such uncertainty. So guys, have a fantastic, I know a little strange for me to go on here, and I was really debating whether or not, but I thought it was very relevant to be mindful of the conversations you're having outwardly. So guys, have a fantastic week, stay healthy, stay safe, and I can't wait to see you on the next Monday. Bye.